Well, good morning. So, as you could tell, Deep Blue, you're static again. I know. So, how's it been recently? Alright, well, yesterday I had enough of your module, so yeah, I got rid of your module yesterday. I think the main point was because yesterday I realized that your module is not very good in the outdoors because apparently, I mean, it was the power bank's fault as well, but it was actually the cable. But essentially, essentially the AI tracker was just not worth. Was it worth it? Not really sure. Now that I think about it, yeah, it really depends. But in the story is that the gimbal gone, and we're gonna go back to SSD static shots. I know, but it is what it is because I would prefer using SSDs and higher res than the gimbal because the gimbal. I think it's because the gimbal's died on me multiple times. Like it just runs out of power, and then you're it's kind of useless. I mean, I guess the gimbal did help record Operation Twizel, but well, actually, technically, the main reason was because the gimbal's charging. It doesn't really, it can't charge faster than. Now, how do I say this? It can't charge the phone faster than it can charge itself. So therefore, that means that when you're doing really, really long sessions of recording, the gimbal will die first before anything else because the gimbal cannot receive power faster than it releases. Unlike the SSD, where the SSD is pretty much directly combined with the power bank. So, example, during that Diamond Harbour trip, the power bank was drained to like 47%, but the iPhone stayed at 100% power. But yesterday, we tested out Bradling flat with the gimbal, and after 3 hours, the gimbal fully died, and the phone was only at 57%. But overall, sure, the gimbal's gone, but I guess we can go back to ProRes and SSDs. Was yesterday I kind of got a. I was trying to edit Operation Twizel's video. That's like 16 hours long. Bro, that video is way too long. How do I say it? It's like a movie, but longer than a movie. Dude, that Operation Twizel video is so long. It's like, even after editing a lot of it, it's like still 6 hours plus. That's because I could talk to myself for that long. So, the editing on that video is really scuffed, I'll be honest. I've even had to put a disclaimer on it because it just shows way too much. It's kind of like posting a VOD. Yeah, it's like posting a VOD on streaming. It's so long. It's not really hard to edit, but it's just that I talk so much in the video that it's like, man, I didn't even shut up once. So that video is really, really long. I'm probably just gonna post it like a movie with a disclaimer and everything because it's so long. So yeah, I'm still editing that video. It's currently the 15th of November, and I'm still editing the 12th of November. It's a long video. Current, currently you're still recording in H.265. However, we'll be going back to OpenGate. And yesterday I didn't even record myself eating any food. But I'll be transparent here. Yesterday off camera, I consumed two mussels. So those shellfish, I consumed two mussels. I consumed one fish head. So it was like a blue cod head that was cooked from the elders, so I had to eat it. And what else did I consume? And two like chicken kind of, I don't even know what it was, but it was some kind of organ. It was like boiled chicken organ. It's like a liver or some kind of organ. It's not meat. Well, it is meat, but I that's what I ate. So two like organ meats boiled. Again, I don't know what it was, but it was chicken liver or lung or whatever, something. I can't really remember, but it was definitely some kind of organ, not your typical meat. It was an organ, and again, two mussels and like one blue cod head. So that wasn't recorded. It is what it is. Right now, I'm kind of hungry, but also yesterday I did not even take a single dump. So I'm probably gonna be like 67 kgs right now because from from Thursday when we ate all of those steaks and eggs, today's Saturday and I haven't released anything yet. So therefore they're all still inside. I did say I was supposed to alternate gyms, but this one just seems to be the best so far. Probably because it's the easiest to drive to. Plus because the other ones, the steam machine sucks. This steam machine's in good condition, and the other gyms kind of take a while to drive there. I guess you could say this one's the most efficient one. Probably because I can read the pattern here. Not many people here, but when I arrive, most of them will start leaving after my stairs. So it's pretty peaceful here actually. But yeah, editing November 6, no, November 11 video, no, correction, editing November 12 video is gonna definitely be painful. I had to also cut none, because I keep talking non-stop. So that video is well over 6 hours. Probably because the driving, I talk a lot when I was driving. So much to the point where it literally was just like a live stream. The whole entire video feels like a live stream. So that's what's gonna be uploaded as. You're welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. It's like a movie. A deep dive into what a day looks like and how unsuccessful fishing is sometimes. But it's not about the fish, it's about the memories and journey. You know? It's not even about the fish, it's about the journey that you did. Just like from going poor to rich. It's about the journey. It's about the accelerate. I don't know, that was kind of light. I didn't even sweat that much. I think it's because we're using a different t-shirt. This t-shirt's a lot more thinner. It's a more thinner, smaller, lighter shirt. I think it's when it comes to like heavier t-shirts like the Everlast or the Superdry or the Adidas, their layers are a lot more thicker and more compressed, so I sweat in those a lot more. This t-shirt's so floppy and loose and thin from like Kmart or warehouse. And it does pretty good in the steam machine. Anyways, water, banana, you know the drill. That banana was really small. That's right. The special bananas are smaller, but the sweetness is quite nice. It's still like greenish. Not bad. Not bad at all. So since today's Saturday, we just do our usual dips and that's really about it. I think today is just gonna be mass editing. I've kind of, how do I say this? The more I edit videos, the more I kind of want to be more, the more I kind of want to not edit them anymore. It's kind of like, I like the authenticity to a degree. I think that's just only for Operation Twizel because Operation Twizel had so much of just me that it's kind of weird to edit it out because that was like just real life, you know? So yeah, my editing skills might not be as sharp as before. Before my editing skills were like cutting out, breaths of seconds, but the more I edit the things, I'm kind of like, do I really need to cut out 0.5 seconds of no talking? Am I like participating in the brain rot? Am I participating in the downfall of your attention span that you can't watch a video because the person paused for speaking for 0.5 seconds and you need it to be instant? You know what I mean? Again, most of these videos are for lore. We are going to go back to streaming games soon. It's just that we tackle real life first and then we'll move on to a game. So right now in real life, we've just been testing out all sorts of gear. But in the end of the day, it seems like the SSD and static filming wins. Probably because of just reliability. The gimbal, eh. Again, there's no light without dark. I did make that whole entire like speech on one of the Earth vlogs saying that I would choose the gimbal over the static shots because it's about me, not the iPhone. But turns out after the outdoor tests with the gimbal fails where the SSD did not. Yeah, I forgot I did mention that. I remember a couple days ago, I did say during one of the eating meals that I should like make a second channel with unedited videos, like the Truman Show. Maybe I'll just combine it into one channel. I feel like combining it into one channel is. I'm just gonna combine it into one channel, right? I feel like so many people like do multiple channels, and you always see the second channels barely get any attention. I feel like everything should just be on one ecosystem, because it's still me. You know what I mean? You see, usually the gimbal would distract me, but the gimbal's gone. But you know what? We're gonna get back into ProRes. I actually kind of enjoy the ProRes more than the gimbal, if I'm gonna be honest. I think it's because there's like a slight thing in me where it's like, you know, the ProRes HQ OpenGate is so hard and difficult to like manage. But I feel like that's part of the beauty of it. It's like it's hard, managing terabytes of data and extracting and like compressing and just it's a lot more work just to record a moment, but it's kind of like that's why it's unique. I mean, the gimbal's unique as well, but like that's in a different ecosystem. That's in a different reality. Yeah, we're gonna drink this second water and do dips. Should be pretty easy, and we're gonna measure our weight. But I'm pretty sure our weight's gonna be really heavy because haven't extracted any excreted. All right, yeah, I know the drill. Water. All right, I'm stuffed. That was like 800, 0.8 kgs of water just there. Oh, so much water. Like 0.8 kgs of water in one gulp. It's alright, but we're gonna be full, but we can measure the weight afterwards. Alright, well, 1.5 kgs of water gone. Done. Totally don't feel sick now. Joking, I'm used to drinking that much water in one moment. Righty ho. Gonna just gonna check our weight and then we're out of here. Should probably be more careful, huh? Because you don't have an SSD. There you go. We're 64.9, so we're still 65 kgs. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Saturdays for you. You know that's a wrap. Short, not really any topics discussed, but got a lot of editing to do, a lot of changes. Gimbal's gone. We're gonna go back to our normal. I think we're gonna keep this workflow for now. Again, very spontaneous, very random. It is what it is, but yeah. I think we could eat bread again. Look at these ones here. Dude, these bread here, I think they're actually the best ones. Look. Flour, olive oil, sea salt. That's way better than these ones here. What's this one? This one here? This is the one that we've been eating. Wait a minute. This one's actually pretty good. This one's good. We'll try that one. What's this? It's like hard. This one's also not bad either. Okay, we'll give the expensive one a try. Not gonna lie, this bread here, I'm looking at the ingredients. That's pretty good. Right, we'll give it a try. So thick. Now, this bread is just flour, water, and sea salt. Getting hit. Ice. Oh. That's actually solid. Okay, I'm getting hit. Retreat.